The Marine Corps is lethal because of our willingness and our eagerness to take the fight to the enemy in any climb or place and win those battles, sometimes at any cost.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be checking out the 250th Marine Corps birthday message. Yes guys, we did check out the 249th Marine Corps birthday message. I'll probably post a link to that in the description, so go check that out if you haven't seen it already. But yes, we are going to be checking out the 250th. Now, I do enjoy these videos. It is very, very cool to check out a video commemorating American Marines, to show the history of them, to show why they are important. Here in Canada, we don't really get I guess videos dedicated in this manner to our military, so it is very, very cool to see the American side, just how seriously you guys take it, and it is very, very important. So, you know, I appreciate it. You know, I want to give these types of videos the just due they deserve, kind of thing, and I do want to check them out when they appear. This was uploaded 4 days ago, so you know, I figure might as well check it out, see what it's all about. I really, again, enjoyed the first one that we checked out, the 249th, so I'm very interested to see what the 250 has for us in store today, just how it'll be different, and the cool ass shots that are of course going to be shown throughout this. Again, the 249th, you guys showed the honeypot that you guys have in terms of your military technology, in terms of your budget. Holy fuck, you guys are able to do some cool shit over there, so I'm very much jealous. Never got to do that level of cool shit here, of course, just again due to budgetary constraints within the Canadian military, but is what it is. Regardless, I'm excited to check this out. Leave a like if you guys enjoy the reactions, subscribe if you're new, and of course leave your recommendations down in the comments below what you guys want me to check out next. And if you're not in the Discord, come join our Discord, guys, because it's awesome to see you guys there. You can discuss there, and you can actually post links to the YouTube videos instead of just telling me the video. You know, it's awesome to see you guys there. Come on down, join our Discord, guys. Without any further delay, 3, 2, 1, let's get it, guys.
Since the birth of the Corps, we have answered the call.
Very nice.
Through every battle, every climb, in every place. No matter the odds, no matter the obstacles.
World War I.
We adapt, we overcome, and close with and destroy the enemy.
World War II.
We know the future will not be the same.
Vietnam.
But the one thing we know will always remain is the Marine.
Wow. I just want to pause quickly and talk about it quick too. You guys see I have a US Marine, that's a First World War propaganda poster. It's a kind of a pin-up, you know what I mean? But still very cool. US Marines first to fight in France for freedom. Enlist with the soldiers of the sea today. Again, these shots are amazing. The budget is awesome. Not to cut it off in the action right there, but yeah, you guys have been pretty much everywhere, you know what I mean? And as he said, every environment, whatever the scenario may be, Marines are usually going to be there. You know what I'm saying? They have the capability, at least, to be there, which is awesome. It's a fighting force that can be literally deployed in any environment, which is insane. Even though they are Marines, doesn't fucking matter, really, you know? That was a cool shot there. Went underwater, adjusted the volume for it as well. Wow.
For 250 years, we have formed ranks and held the line. And we will for the next 250.
Very nice. What an intro.
A far-flung organization. Detachments of Marines are serving in every Navy yard, naval station, and guarding every naval activity everywhere in the world. I visited a great many of those places. Everywhere I heard expressions of goodwill towards the Marines. Everywhere I observed the friendly relations existing between the people and the Marines.
For 2.5 centuries, We have shouldered the responsibility of freedom on behalf of our nation. Every battle fought and every sacrifice made has been etched into our legacy.
We're Marines. We always find a way to work things out. No matter what happens anywhere, we can make something happen that'll turn the tide of battle.
We are that
War officer in Vietnam.
Whatever the situation is.
Those are fucking
trust
sweet.
Our corporals with more responsibility.
I'm so jealous.
Our lieutenants with more responsibility. Our lieutenant colonels with more responsibility than any other branch of service, because we do more with less. There's no other branch that can do that.
It's by far.
I'm so jealous of your guys' fucking budget. Just seeing the toys that you guys have to play with and actually be able to utilize over there. Holy shit, man. Like, I wish, but no, unfortunately not. Our military budget just gets reduced, unfortunately. It never gets increased. And recently, again, like, and this has been the big thing in Canadian politics. Oh, we've increased the military budget. Well, not really. All they really did was form, because our Coast Guard in Canada used to be not a part of the military. The Coast Guard used to be its own thing, you know what I mean? And now they've amalgamated the Coast Guard into the rest of the military. So now it's, you know, Navy, Air Force, Army, and now Coast Guard, which you think, okay, that makes sense. But all that means is that the Coast Guard budget is now shuffled into the rest of the military budget, and the military budget overall gets that money. You know what I'm saying? So that Coast Guard money, our Coast Guard was really fucking good. Now all their coin is going to be separated out through the rest of the military. So it really didn't fucking do anything good for us. You know what I mean? They increased the budget, but by fucking another service. You know what I mean? It makes no sense. But either way, I'm jealous of it, man. I'm absolutely jealous of it. Also, what they were talking about here too of expecting more from your soldiers. That's kind of the same thing we do here in Canada, right? Even at a corporal level, you're not fully trained to take on Master Corporal capabilities, because Master Corporal is an appointment. It's its own course. So is Sergeant, right? But you can pick it up if you need to. Like, we train our soldiers at a prior rank to be at a rank above. And that's because, again, of lack of numbers, right? So if, you know, if your section leader dies, somebody else needs to be able to pick up that slack is what it is, right? And there's not going to be a replacement for him, so it's probably, you know, going to be you know? So it's rough, but that's how it is. It's good shit, and it's a good thing to train for, that's for sure. I appreciate that.
Because we do more with less. There's no
more with
other
less,
branch
exactly.
that can do that.
It's by far the greatest institution still in my mind on the face of the planet, because not everybody can be a Marine. You have to earn the Eagle, Globe, and Anchor, and I think that's what.
No, it's very different training. That's for sure.
Every Marine who has earned the Eagle, Globe, and Anchor bears a responsibility that stands the test of time to the Marines, past, present, and future.
We don't join the Marine Corps. We are the Marine Corps. Core of our being is that we're convinced we're the best fighting force in the world, and the truth is, we are.
I believe the immediate bond between Marines is so strong just because.
And arguably, I'd agree with that.
We have a very specific niche culture of, you know, greatness, our heritage, our warrior ethos. I think all those things, you know, separate us, and we find them in each other.
You may have a reason why you join, but there's a reason why you stay. You stay because of everything you're learning about how to be a warrior, how to maintain those warrior ethics, so that when that
the CS
goes off,
training, that's
you're
my
ready
favorite,
to
dude.
do your part.
As Marines, our warrior mindset is something that can never be defeated. For 250 years, the Marine Corps has been successful because that's the only option. Success is all we know.
The character of war has and will continue to change. We have adapted, evolved, and innovated, but our warrior spirit remains consistent.
The nature of war is taking something that somebody else has that you want, and it's never changed, probably never will change. The character of war, however, has changed a lot.
That's
World War
true.
II, we used ships, planes, bombs. All the way to today, we use, as you
Whole
can
new
tell
kind of
by the
warfare,
news,
boys.
We use ships, planes, bombs. We just have a lot better technology.
I don't know that one battlefield's ever been the same for any generation. The types of war, the ways of war, all that is constantly going to be changing. What's going to decide our next and our future wars is not going to be the technology, it's not going to be money, it's going to be the level of the belief of our people, of what they believe in, and the standards that they hold themselves to.
We are more lethal.
And I want to say too, that's a good point too. Like, I mean, warfare for the US, for the world, right? For the first 100 years of your existence, it didn't change too much. And then once the Civil War hit, it fucking changed hard. Suddenly you had trenches, you had artillery, you had Gatling guns, you had such a level of change in warfare. And then basically every 20, well, it increases as time goes on, of course, but 15 to 20 years, there's been a massive leap in technological ability when it comes to warfare, right? So from the Civil War, over to the Spanish War, over to World War I, you know, to World War II. Like, this is the jump of like 20, 30 years. And it's just like constant changes. No generation is facing the same struggle, the same adversary that the generation prior before it has. And arguably warfare, as it goes on, has obviously gotten a lot more brutal as technology has increased too. So yeah, it very much is the will of the people, the fighting spirit of the people that's going to maintain integrity, right? It's going to keep it going, right? There's been many times over where people have been at a disadvantage via economy, technology, whatever have you, but they're able to overcome it based upon their fighting spirit alone, based upon their character of their people alone, right? And I think that's what the Marines especially try to embody within their training, right? You are a Marine, you're broken down, you are a Marine now, kind of thing. You know, it's impressive to see. It's a lot different here in Canada, the type of I guess overall training, right? But I can't argue with the method of creating the best war fighters in the world. You know what I mean? That's the cost. And again, I have not met a Marine, but I assume a lot of them are great dudes. I'd crack a beer with any one of them. You know what I'm saying?
And the standards that they hold.
They seem like great dudes.
We are more lethal.
Any interview I've seen, anything like that.
More ready than ever, while grounded in the traditions that made us who we are. We will not win the next fight on platforms alone. It is the Marine who will break the will of the enemy.
As Marines, I believe the most powerful aspect of our training and such an important part of who we are, holding on to that history that came before us. The Marine Corps is lethal because of our willingness and our eagerness to take the fight to the enemy in any climb or place and win those battles, sometimes at any cost.
Our history is not only a story of battles won, it is a story of people, of commitment, of family.
Pepsi.
An unbreakable bond that transcends ranks and lasts a lifetime.
I think the only way to honor them is to live a life that's worthy of their sacrifices. And the only way that you can do that is by going out and being the best that you can be, by going out and by still upholding those standards as a Marine, by celebrating them, by telling their stories and giving the next generation some legacy to live up to.
Cream rises to the top. And that's what we have in the Marine Corps today. The Marine Corps is the operational Marine Corps. But there's another aspect of the Marine Corps. There's former Marines or former active duty who are out there in all walks of life. It's amazing when you think of it.
Being in service was a privilege. It was the best time of our lives, but it was a sacrifice. And your family is part of that sacrifice. And Marine wives or Marine spouses, they deserve a lot of credit as well. The kids being uprooted, moving, it's a sacrifice to serve our country.
Without the support of their loved ones and their immediate family, it's hard for them to complete their job. So again, it's so important for military families and Marine Corps families to understand that their role and the role that they play in supporting their loved one while serving is just as important.
Yeah, and like on that point, ultimately the reason a lot of people are fighting is for their loved ones back at home, right? It really cannot be understated, and especially when wartime comes about, the stress effect that has on the families of people sent to war, right? Like, that does take strength to be put through that, you know what I mean? And especially when you're, and Vietnam is the best case, well, one of the best cases of this in recent times, right? you know, your loved one gets sent to Vietnam and you're literally just waiting for a letter one day. Like that, you know, that type of shit that'd fuck you up. You know what I mean? That would mentally drain you, especially, you know, let's say you're a wife, you got 2 kids, right? Like that's stressful shit. You know what I mean? It really cannot be understated. It doesn't get enough credit kind of thing. So yeah, good for those families. And again, people supporting you back at home, again, unless, you know, people are doing it to get out of their home life, which does happen a lot of the times too, don't get me wrong. But a lot of the times people are doing it for their country, but they're doing it specifically for their loved ones, for their community, for someone that they care about back at home, right? So, you know, I just hope that families of service members can appreciate that and just like bear with them. You know what I mean? Like, I get there might be some shit going on. It's not always easy, but at the end of the day, right? Like, this is your family, stick close to them and be there for them. You know, it's a stressful time for everybody, for sure.
Supporting their loved one while serving is just as important.
For 250 years, we have proven there is no better friend and no worse enemy than a U.S. Marine.
True. That's
For
good.
those people who wish evil upon the greater good, David Bellavia said it best. You know, somebody else will raise your children.
To the enemies of our nation, don't get comfortable.
That was
Whether
cool
you're
as
in
fuck.
the air, at sea, or on the ground. We adapt. We always have, and we always will.
If it comes down to one-on-one, mano a mano, and you turn us loose, I can promise you this: you're not going to survive.
From our first amphibious landing at Nassau, to the black sands of Iwo Jima, to urban combat in Fallujah, our Corps has come a long way since Samuel Nichols first took command of 2 battalions at Tun Tavern. Though weapons, platforms, and technology continue to evolve, our individual Marines' grit, discipline, resolve remain our decisive advantage.
For 2.5 centuries, Marines have preserved our legacy as America's premier expeditionary force, because we are forward, ready, and lethal. When the moment a Marine earns their Eagle Glove and Anchor, they inherit a rich tradition of honor, courage, and commitment, a legacy that is etched on our souls forever. Our history is one of winning our nation's battle, and make no mistake, we will be called to fight again. We will be ready, and we will win.
Since our foundation, we have fought in every climb and place, upholding our oath and preserving who we are, the few and the proud. But we cannot break stride. We must continue to train for the next fight, because victory will go to those who seize the initiative, impose their will, and never yield. The pursuit of excellence in the profession of arms is our heritage, forged by an unbreakable fighting spirit. The memorial behind us stands as a testament to that fact. We stand on the shoulders of the giants that came before us. We must not fail
Iconic
them.
monument.
The challenge is on all of us every day to uphold the standard that the title Marine demands. Happy 250th birthday, Marines. Semper Fidelis.
Damn, that was really cool. And again, like, it has to be said again, like, they call themselves the best fighting force in the world, and again, I would arguably have to agree with that in a sense, right? Again, when you talk about the Marines, again, you're not just talking. A lot of people think, oh, it's just an amphibious infantry landing force. No, it's not, man. It's fucking everything. They have everything in the Marine Corps, man. There's such a well-funded branch. They have some of the best equipment: Air Force, AFVs, tanks, infantry equipment, everything you could fucking imagine. They have it in the Marines, in a sense, as said there, premier expeditionary force, the ability to exert force across the world in the quickest manner possible, in the most effective manner possible. That's kind of what the Marine Corps specializes at, and it shows. Anywhere they've been, they've fucked shit up, pretty much. You know what I mean? Like, it's not been much for contestation. Like, it's been pretty one-sided when the Marines show up. Typically, the only time really that there were, you know, like oh shit, this is bad, was in World War II. Now it got hairy in a lot of situations, don't get me wrong, but in the case where like defeat might have been possible, World War II. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure you guys, you know, shit got hairy, but I think you guys had it every single fucking time. You know what I'm saying? From the times that I have seen since then, you know, even though Korea was very hairy, Vietnam very fucking hairy, Fallujah very fucking hairy, but I think you guys had it every single fucking time. I mean, I think you guys would have carried it home, you know what I mean, and did carry it home a lot of the time, right? So yeah, that was an awesome video commemorating the Marines. I thought that was great. If you guys enjoyed this reaction, hit that like button, subscribe for more content from me, and of course leave your recommendations down in the comments below, and come join our Discord, guys. Big thank you to all of our members, all of our Hastati, our Principe, Dagenhart, and of course our prefects, Hobbit and Fear. I appreciate you guys, and yeah, without any further delay, guys, this has been Centurion, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, guys.